Looks like we're live. What's going on, everybody? Steve Rakin here with the Rake and Profit YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are having a terrific Sunday, and hopefully you guys are all looking forward to the Super Bowl tonight. I want to come to you guys with a quick live video letting you know that I have been creating, and it's already been launched, and I want to let you guys know I'm creating a free 5-week course teaching you how to build your own Shopify store to sell your own clothing. So this could be print on demand clothing like merch by Amazon, or setting up deals with companies like Gear Bubble or Custom Cat. This could be taking your current clothing or any other items that you already have that you're having trouble selling on eBay or maybe even Amazon, and putting that on your own website. And really, the list goes on and on. So I just launched week number 1. This is going to be a free 5-week course, and I'm going to tell you guys right now up front, sometimes you'll opt into like a free course, and it just gives you like a little bit of information, and then it tries to sell you on like, a $79 course, or then it upsells you to a $200 course. I'm not selling anything at all. People have been asking me, Steve, when are you going to make your next course? When are you going to sell your next product? I'm not really interested in selling anything right now. To be honest, I want to give back, and I've been having a lot of fun and been getting a lot of enjoyment out of running my Shopify store that I built recently. I launched it December 12th, so it's been running for almost 2 months now. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a learning experience, and I kind of want to give back to you guys. I appreciate you all following me. I appreciate you guys staying subscribed. We just hit 50,000 subs the other day, so this is kind of my way of saying thank you, right? So it's a free course, 5 weeks. There's no upsells. There's no marketing pitch. There's no, you've got to get this to join that. It's just a free course, 100% free. And yeah, so look in the description down below. If you look down below, there is a opt-in link. And the reason why you're going to have to opt in is because this is going to get sent to you via email. I don't want to clutter up my YouTube channel with different parts of this training course. It's going to get very, very confusing if I don't keep it organized. So opt in, put in your name and email. There's no upsells. There's no marketing pitch. There's no, 8th video you get charged $1,000. It's just a free course for you guys that I'm creating. And each and every week, I'm going to send you pretty much a assignment. So I just launched this the other day, and when you get it within an hour of opting in, you're going to get your first assignment. So you're going to get 5 things that you're going to need to do by next week. So in 7 days from today, or when you decide to start it, you're going to get served with week number 2's assignments. All the actions you're going to have to do. I shoot videos. It's text-based and also video-based. You're going to get step-by-step exactly what I've done to build up my store. Now, I do want to say this isn't going to be like a super advanced store. Personally, I launched my store about a month and a half ago, and while I have been making a lot of sales, it's not profitable yet. So I'm not going to teach you how to turn your store into something that's profitable, how to make money from it, because I'm not at that point yet, right? I just launched it a month and a half ago, but I have spent countless hours building up the store, figuring out the ins and outs, what themes to use, what apps to use, how to systemize it, how to start, how to get it off the ground, essentially. And that's what it's going to teach in this course. So I just want to be 100% transparent with you guys. So if you do want that, click the link down below. But I'm going to jump into the comments and see what is going on right now. Looks like we got about 50 people watching live right now. So good to see you guys. Hey, what's up, Rob? Good to see you. Donald Coy. Hey, all the Pats are going to win. I'm definitely rooting for the Patriots. I'm from Connecticut. I got to root for New England. Fabulous Foods. What's going on? The Valet Picker. Good to see you. What's up, Style Free? Larry, Chicago Crown Hustler. Rob. So do you guys all thrift? I think he's talking to some people in the comments. I just went thrifting yesterday with my mother, and it was a ton of fun. Let's see. Salma says, I buy liquidation stuff and directly from Alibaba. I do want to thrift for clothing. I've said this before, guys. Thrifting is probably one of the best ways to get into the reseller game. A lot of people want to dive into more sophisticated things like wholesale and private label, which are great. And those are kind of the things that I'm, more towards looking at now since being in the game for a while. But if you're brand new, you've never made $1 online, you've never sold anything online, get started with thrifting. It's amazing. It's probably the best opportunity. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, and I think this is going to be cool regarding the 5-week course that I am creating, and it's already launched, is I'm actually creating a brand new Shopify store during the course for the Green Room. So if you guys are familiar with the Green Room, that's a membership site that I run alongside with my buddy Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, and my friend Eric, the College Picker. And I'm going to be designing a Shopify store for the Green Room. So the Green Room, this isn't a sales pitch. I'm just telling you exactly what it is. The Green Room is a place that we help people to learn about reselling, how to make money online, entrepreneurship. It's a community. It's all that stuff, right? It's a bunch of resellers, and it's a bunch of people who want to, be entrepreneurs and make money. Well, I'm going to be documenting firsthand in this 5-week course how I go about building out the Shopify store for the Green Room, and we're going to be selling shirts. We're going to be selling apparel, print on demand stuff, and I'm not sure if it's going to be profitable. I'm going to try to make it profitable, but I know how resellers are, and I don't know if there's a market for the store I'm going to be creating. But I wanted to create a store so kind of when you're going through the course, you could see exactly what I do. So, in week number 1, I teach you how to, sign up for Shopify. I teach you how to choose a niche, to decide what type of store you want to create. I also teach you how to get a domain. I teach you different things about social media. So it's really interactive. And not only you're going to, build a Shopify store, but you're going to see how I do it firsthand, 100% free in this course. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it with you guys. Just looking into the comments right now to say hello to some people. What's up, Darren? Team Tycoon says, we are so excited you are doing this video and program for us. We've been following you from our first listings. That's awesome. We are ready to brand out and hope this is the next step. Yeah, I think it definitely is the next step for some people who have been on eBay for a while, Amazon for a while, and they kind of want to build their own brand. They want to have more control. Who is Shopify for, and who's this course for? It's definitely for people who want more control, who want to build their own brand, who want to be able to do advanced marketing. Because one of the issues with eBay and Amazon is you don't really own the customer information. So you have to constantly resell to new customers. Whereas when you have your own Shopify store, you get that customer's email, you get the information, you get all the analytics, you really get a lot of control. So I do want to say there is a lot of great opportunities with Shopify, but I also want to mention as well, it's going to typically take a lot longer for you to turn a profit. It's going to take more work to get off the ground. You have to wear a lot more hats when you're running a Shopify store versus an eBay or Amazon store. And the most difficult part is driving traffic. With platforms like eBay and Amazon, I mean, they get billions of visitors per month, or at least page views. I believe I was looking at eBay got 1 billion page views last month. I think Amazon got like 15 billion. But driving traffic, and not only do you have to learn how to drive traffic to your website, which that's what I'm really struggling with right now, and I'm trying to overcome. But you have to pay to get that traffic, and traffic can be expensive, based on what you do. Like, for example, with Facebook marketing, I've been spending anywhere between $500 to $1,500 a month just to drive traffic to my store that I currently run, that I launched in December, and it eats a lot out of your profits. So it's a challenge. It's a different game, but like I said, if you're looking for something new, if you want that brand control, if you want that marketing control, if you really want to own that customer's information, and what I mean by that is like the email address, phone number, different things like that, I think Shopify is definitely a good option for you. But again, I really want to drill into your head. It's not easy. It's actually become a lot more challenging than I initially thought. It takes a lot of time. There's quite the learning curve, and it's completely different than eBay and Amazon. Because with eBay and Amazon, you don't have to worry about a lot of the ins and outs, from marketing to dealing with payment processing to dealing with a lot of the customer service, right? There's a lot of ins and out. There's a lot of technicalities with dealing with the website and apps. So I want to keep you guys level-headed. I don't want you to think I'm coming on here and trying to make it seem like this is like the end all be all, do this over eBay and Amazon, because I think it's two different beasts. And I think it takes a really specific person to want to get into Shopify and to want to build your own website. And I think it also takes a lot of commitment as well. So with that being said, I have quite a few friends and colleagues who are killing it right now in Shopify doing print on demand. and they're doing really, really well, and it's scalable, especially if you get into Facebook marketing. You can scale it to the point where when you find a winning product, essentially all you have to do is spend more money to get that ad out more. And if it's converting, you could scale your business. Whereas with eBay and Amazon, typically you have to spend a lot more time to scale because you have to buy more items, which takes a ton of time. So there's a lot of pros and cons to Shopify versus eBay and Amazon, but I kind of want to put that out there to you guys. So if you guys are just joining in live right now, free course is down below. Week 1 was just launched yesterday, and when you opt in, you'll get week 1 in about an hour. And based on when you see this video, so if you're watching this video like 2 months from now, it's still going to send out to you every week. I've got it set up that way in my autoresponders to make sure that anyone who goes through this course follows it step by step. I don't want you rushing through. I don't want you jumping from week 1 to week 4 because that's the easiest way to fail. Follow a set program. And this is my way of giving back to you guys, right? I've been able to build my store and create my store and launch my store, and it's starting to make sales and starting to make money. And I kind of want to share with you how I did that, right? How I got started. So Paul DeLeo says Shopify's lack of calculated shipping was a deal breaker for me. There's actually a way that you can go into Shopify's back end, Paul, and you can set different rules for shipping. So, for example, you can set a rule that there's a shipping price based on the sales price. There's a shipping price based on the location. There's a shipping price based on weight. And there's also different apps out there, right? Think of your cell phone. Maybe you have an iPhone. There's an app store for the iPhone. There's an app store for the Shopify platform. And there's different apps that can help you to integrate and make things easier. It's also like WordPress and building sites. You know how there's plugins, there's apps for Shopify. So Paul, definitely look into that. There is ways to make it a little bit easier for you. Obviously, your YouTube is a great way for you to get traffic to your eBay and Amazon, etc. But what are your tips for getting traffic to a YouTube channel? Tips for getting traffic to a YouTube channel is to first of all, you got to make really good content, right? So I guess in all of our eyes, some people's content is good or it's not, but you want to know what you're talking about. But besides making good content that people actually want to watch, because you could, I was going to say keywords, but you can have all the best keywords in the world, but if your content sucks, I mean, you're not going to get a lot of traffic. So if you make really, really good content on YouTube that helps people and makes a difference or connects with them, whether it's entertainment wise or informational wise, that's step 1. But then also you want to be able to create titles and create titles, especially that have really good keywords in it. That's going to get you organic traffic, which means, if somebody types in, for example, type the word selling on eBay, my video is going to come up number 1 because I made a really, really good video. I made sure selling on eBay was in my title. I made sure selling on eBay was in my description. I made sure selling on eBay was in my tags. And then I also made sure to have some good backlinks going to my video as well. So really good content and making sure you use really good keywords. You could use something like the Google Keyword Planner to see what keywords are being searched for most. Let's see. What's your sell-through rate on Shopify? I'm actually doing print on demand, so I don't create any, I don't have any inventory in stock. When something sells, they print it on demand. I use a company called Custom Cat. So they print on demand. When something sells, they print it and then they ship it. So sell-through rates, I don't really have any sell-through rates, but I do have about 40 or 50 designs in my store. And I have about 3 that are selling the most, and like 45 of them aren't even selling that well. So that's one of the things that you're going to have to kind of figure out for yourself when you're going through this course is what niche do I want to choose? And then what type of clothing or apparel do I want to have in my store if you just decide to go with the custom apparel? And then you're going to kind of see what's selling and what's not selling. And it's just a process. But I have about 3 designs that are doing the best. And that's the challenge, trying to find products that sell. Can we use your tips with WooCommerce on WordPress? Thanks for all you do. A finder's keeper. Good to see you. I've never used WooCommerce before. WooCommerce is another e-commerce platform, and I'm sure a lot of the tips and strategies that I have in the course you can apply But honestly, if you're going to go through WooCommerce, I wouldn't get the free course down below because it's just going to waste a lot of your time, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of differences based on the ins and outs of the platform. So I would suggest probably not to go through my free course and to get something else. Lisa Ryan, I love your videos. I've learned so much. Thank you for all your help. Looking forward to your course. Lisa, thank you for the comment. I really appreciate that, and appreciate you, subscribing to the channel. Hopefully the course can help you out. And like I said, if you guys are just coming in, I created a new course. It's 5 weeks, 100% free, no upsells, no marketing pitch, no, you know, funneling traffic to another offer. I've bought so many courses, and that's fine, right? Um, I do internet marketing as well. I sell products. There's nothing wrong with selling products as long as it adds value. But I don't like when somebody, gives you a product and says it's free, and then there's like a pitch at the end. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it works, right? That's why people do it, because it works. But I'm telling you right now, you don't have to worry about any of that from me. How many niches have you mastered? I don't think I've mastered any niches. The niche that I chose for my store, I'm still learning a lot about it. I'm still learning my audience. I'm trying to figure out every single day what they want, and I'm testing a lot of products, and I'm running a lot of ads and trying to figure out what sells and what doesn't, and scaling ads. So I'm a master of none right now, to be 100% honest with you. But I've got a lot of experience dealing with a lot of various niches from when I was doing Kindle publishing. So, there's a million niches out there, from, health and fitness niches. There's a million of them in there, from, cat niches to sailing to dogs to the list goes on and on. There's so many. Wealth with Savage, great videos, Raken. I've learned a lot from you. Keep up the great work. Hey, Wealth, I appreciate that. And, I enjoy sharing. That's really what my channel is all about. And that's kind of the direction of my channel over the next few years. It's going to be me just sharing what I do and what I'm learning and how I'm growing, from, productivity tips to Shopify to Amazon FBA to wholesale, private label, all these different things that I'm going to be getting into over the next few years. And if someone was to ask me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's going to be a lot of kind of what I'm already doing, running the green room, Amazon FBA, wholesale, YouTube, selling digital products, Facebook marketing. That's kind of the direction I'm going in. Obviously, eBay a little bit on the side, but I see myself doing a lot less eBay and Craigslist and stuff like that, and doing a lot more, wholesale, private label, Shopify. And, I think at the end of the day, you just got to do what's best for you, right? If you're new and you're brand spanking new, I'd say start with eBay, start with Amazon, probably eBay even first. But once you're in the game for 3 or 4 years, take it in the direction that you want to go. What's best for you? What's best for your family? What makes you happy? Those are really important questions to ask yourself. Carlos Delgado, smash that like button. Yeah, we only have 32 likes, guys, right now. Come on. Let's get that up. How many likes can we get right now? I want to see the power of the Rake and Profit Nation. I mean, we just hit 50,000 subscribers. We're releasing a free 5-week course. Look at all the cool cats in the comments. How many likes can we get right now? Do you list your website items higher or lower than if you listed on eBay? It's completely different, because I'm selling print on demand apparel right now. So it's really, really different. It's hard to make a comparison. Like if I was selling, like for example, if I was selling something that was on my eBay store and I decided to put it on Shopify, I might have to sell it a little higher because of just based on my advertising costs. But then again, if I had a really big email list, or to be honest, I don't really know. I'm not really doing any of that right now. So in the future, if I decide to do that, I'll definitely let you know if it's higher or lower. Darren says, I want to do wholesale purchases on eBay. I want to do wholesale purchases on eBay, but they said I need a business license. How do I get that? There's a lot of ways to get a business license. There's different websites online that could help you. I forget what it's called. Somebody pick me up. There's a website that everybody uses to get their business license, but I actually just went to, I don't know what it was called, to my state, or in every state, there's a way that you can go directly to them to pretty much apply for a business license. You pick out your name, you pay a fee. That's what I did. My father actually helped me out with that. But if you've got a CPA or if you have a lawyer, just ask them real quick and they'll help you out. Your tips and honesty will work for anyone on any platform, it seems to me. Never too old to learn. Exactly, Larry. I appreciate that. It's never too late to learn. And, one thing I want to say is what I've learned over the last 4 years is learning is great. Watching videos is great. Listening to podcasts is great. But I was reading a book. I don't know if it was Tim Ferriss's book, Tools of Titans, if it was an audiobook I was listening to, but I was reading something and they pretty much said along the lines, I think it's a Jim Rohn quote where he says, learning without action will make you a fool, but learning with action will make you wealthy, right? I'm kind of paraphrasing that. Learning without taking action will make you a fool, but learning and taking action will make you wealthy. Learning is great. We live in an information age now, but learning isn't enough. You've got to apply what you learn. And you don't have to be the smartest, the brightest, the most talented. You can make a ton of mistakes, but if you learn and you apply after you learn, you're going to be so much farther ahead than the next guy, even if he has a higher IQ than you, right? There's a book that I'm reading. What is it called? It's right over there. Oh, Emotional Intelligence. And the book was talking about how, like the school systems and stuff, they base people's, the IQ test and stuff. They base your ability to learn, and they kind of like they grade you based on your IQ. But this book was talking about IQ doesn't really mean much. The people that are the wealthiest, the people that are the most successful, don't necessarily have the highest IQ. They have the highest emotional intelligence, which means you could be, book smart, you could get amazing grades in school, but there's a big difference between being, having a high IQ versus, taking massive action and dealing with setbacks and being a self-motivator and applying what you learn. So, apply it. If you learn something, apply it. That's all I could say. How do you get traffic to your site? I'm using Facebook marketing right now. That's my number one driver of traffic to my site. I'm also building up my email list as well. But my email list, I think I only have about 300 people on my email list for my Shopify store. So most of it is being driven by Facebook, and it's not cheap, but it's effective. It's effective because with Facebook marketing, you can target your specific customer very, very easily based on interest targeting. So for example, say you are starting a Shopify store about dogs, right? You want to sell maybe t-shirts to dog lovers. I love dogs. Dogs are the best, whatever, right? You can actually run Facebook ads to people who have engaged with different pages or have behavior, what am I trying to say? They behaved a certain way that's congruent with that. So Facebook marketing is like super, super powerful. You can get your message in front of like your perfect ideal customer. And that's why I love it so much, but it is quite expensive, and it takes a lot of trial and error and testing and experimenting. And that could be expensive, and that could kind of set back how long it takes for you to turn a profit. And that's been my biggest challenge right now since I launched my Shopify store in early December, is turning a profit. So if you're in the green room, I actually document each week my profit and loss, how many items I've sold, pretty much everything I'm doing in my Shopify store. And you can see that I continue to go into debt in my Shopify store. I haven't even shown a profit yet because there's so much trial and error, and there's actually a good amount of overhead as well. And there's a lot of testing, and it costs money, and it's kind of pushing back my ability to make a profit. So if you're in a green room, you could see it's literally like essays that I write every week in there. How many products are for sale on your site? I'm selling men's and women's apparel. So I think right now I have like 40 or 50 designs, but I have different variations and stuff. So I have hats, I have t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies. So I have like well over 100 items for sale on my site. And I'm not releasing that site. And that's kind of another reason why I wanted to do this free course, because I wanted to be able to create a website that I could release and put out to the public. Because honestly, if you've got a lot of subscribers on your YouTube channel and you have a big following, if you have a niche site where you're selling something, you don't want to pretty much introduce it to your whole audience, because it's not only it's going to mess up your analytics big time, but it could just cause a lot of problems, right? And people stealing your niches and stealing your shirts and designs. So that's why I'm not releasing it right now. Maybe in the future, once I get it off the ground and start turning a profit. But that's another reason why I've created this free 5-week course to kind of document exactly how I build out my Shopify store. I'm building it out for the green room, and I release pretty much everything. I'm 100% transparent. I'm going to showcase it all. So be sure to get that in the description. Let's see. How was the quality print from Printful by your standards? Also, I haven't seen the same type of reviews about Printful as I have T-Chip or Teespring. Do you see close comparisons? To be 100% honest with you, I've never gotten anything from Printful or from any of the other ones that you mentioned, Vin. I actually use a company called Custom Cat, and I have received samples, and the quality is decent. It's not amazing, I'll be honest with you. The quality isn't like unbelievable, but it's good, right? It's good enough. And in the future, I may um, change services and use somebody else. But for the time being, I'm sticking with Custom Cat because I understand how it works. And when I was first getting started, there were so many hurdles and challenges, and like there's such a big learning curve that I wanted to use what one of my good friends was using, Dave Koziel. And I give him a lot of credit because he taught me a lot that I know and really got me off the ground and helped me to launch my store, which is like a massive process. At least for me, it was, because I wasn't accustomed to this stuff at all. But I used Custom Cat for that reason, because it was a lot easier for me to kind of transition into launching my store and getting my products uploaded to my store as well. So yeah, if you guys are watching and you want to have your own website, Shopify could be a great option for you. If you want to have control over your brand, if you want to launch your own brand, if you want to have control over your customers, if you want to get into email marketing, Facebook marketing, if you really want to create something that's your own and you don't want to have to be relying on eBay and Amazon. And again, I'm not saying to come off those platforms, because I think they're amazing and they're probably the best places you can go to get free traffic. But if you want to kind of step out of your comfort zone and maybe start up a side project, or again, build up your own brand, I think Shopify could be a great option for you. But it's not easy. I want to tell you that right now. It's not easy. And it's a lot easier to turn a profit in the first 60 to 90 days on eBay and Amazon than Shopify. It's probably about 10 times harder. So I just want to be honest with you about my experience. But maybe you're smarter than me. Maybe you've got experience with this type of stuff. Maybe you could figure out a way to turn a profit in 30 days, but I think it's highly unlikely. Steve, if you had one niche to master and make good profits with, what would it be? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I think any niche can be profitable. If I was to give you some advice, Darren, I would go after a niche that already has competition, because it's going to show you right there that people are buying stuff. If there's a lot of competition within a niche, and the same goes with private label, right? When I was taking Andy Slamon's private label course, he always taught to go after stuff that has competition as well, because it's showing you firsthand that if there's people competing and more people are coming into that market, there must be good money being made already. And it was the same when I was heavily active in Kindle publishing. I would always go after the more competitive niches, because it's a lot easier to get into that top 10 slot to start making money and getting a piece of the pie, versus going into a cold niche, a cold market that there's maybe only one person dominating. And even when they're dominating, they're only making maybe a couple $100 a month. So I'd rather go after something that's already, popular and has a demand, because there's money to be made there. So hopefully that helps. Have you had experience working with an artist and having an agreement based on revenue, or just buying yourself off of Fiverr? So actually, in week 1 of the course, if you guys get it down below, the free course, I talk about this. I recommend either A, creating it yourself if you've got Photoshop skills or even Canva skills, creating your own designs yourself. B, using Fiverr, or C, using Upwork. Personally, for myself, it's not worth my time to try to create something that's of high value in terms of Canva or Photoshop. And B, I'm just not that good at it. So I use Upwork. I actually built a relationship with a graphic designer from Ukraine on Upwork. Cost me about $15 per design. You can get them cheaper for $5 on Fiverr. In terms of, trying to reinvent the wheel and coming up with designs, I don't do that. Typically what I do, and I'm actually going to be talking about this in week 2 of the free course, is researching best-selling designs and then giving those to your designer and telling them to make it a little better or make it unique somehow. So instead of trying to like come up with maybe a quote about dogs, maybe dogs run the world, with maybe like a dog with like the globe in his mouth. It's just a funny little shirt. You don't know if that's going to sell. It might sell, but it might not sell. Instead of doing that, what I would do is go to Amazon, or I would do some research on Google or Facebook, and I teach you how to do what I do in week number 2 is find the concept that's already selling. And there's a bunch of ways to tell if something's popular already, whether that's using Shopify Inspector or looking at the ranks on Amazon, or there's different sites that'll tell you how many times an item is sold. I'm just merely, in a sense, copying it, but not copying it to the T, just improving upon it and making it unique. You don't want to copy somebody's design to the T. It's unethical and you probably get in trouble. So it's kind of how I do it. We got some trolls in the house. Who's the troll? Somebody let me know who is the troll right now. Was it Harry? I just blocked Harry. So Harry, if you weren't the troll, I apologize, but you were looking like one. Let's see. Any update on your vending machine? People, it's so funny, guys. People always ask me about this vending machine business, and literally, I started it. I got into it like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and I just never took action on it. I just quit because I realized it was a lot more work than I wanted to get into, and I just stopped updating the my channel. And it's funny thing is, those videos get like a crap load of traffic, like it's ridiculous. But I never did anything with it. I actually bought a vending machine, and it just sat in my garage after further research. So I apologize, guys, for letting you down, but never did anything with it. Are you beefing with Global Voodoo? I don't even watch his videos or watching any of his content. So if there's any beef going on, it must be on his end, because I don't watch any of his videos. I don't know what he's up to. And yeah, I just don't know anything about the guy really. So I would say no, but I know he's had a problem with me in the past, but that's not my problem. Rebecca, finally, I found you live. Don't listen to the trolls. Oh, the trolls, man. They make it interesting. You have some clothing website as well. Just eBay, which I'm very inactive on right now. But there was a point in time where it was my full-time gig. Sorry, we got some trolls coming in right now. I got to give you guys some administrative leeway to start banning these trolls for me. Do you have a machine? I will buy it for you. No, I don't. Let's see. If you guys have any more questions, ask below. Appreciate you guys coming on live and hanging out with me. It's been fun. It's been fun on YouTube, and I recommend to anybody out there, if you want to grow your business and kind of expand your horizons and keep yourself accountable, start up a YouTube channel, because I've met so many amazing people just like you guys watching right now, and other folks, and I've been able to learn from you guys, and you guys have helped me stay accountable, and it's just a great experience being on YouTube. So I definitely recommend to anybody out there starting up a YouTube channel and giving back. Harry has multiple personalities. Now he's Keemstar. Harry is not going to take no for an answer right now. Harry is, he's on a mission right now to troll the Rake and Profit YouTube channel. So it definitely is what it is. I want to know right now, guys, people who are watching, we've got 84 people watching live right now. What's your number one business right now? Actually, I have 2 questions. What's your number one money-making business, right? Maybe it's Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, your own website. And 2, what's a side project that you're working on that you want to build up in the future, right? So for me, in terms of reselling, I make most of my money from Amazon FBA. And my side project is Shopify, although I'm trying to kind of switch them out. Eventually, I hope to be making a lot more money with Shopify versus Amazon. But what's your number one moneymaker? And 2, what's a side project that you're kind of building up that maybe you'd like to just make more money in, or kind of flip flop them, kind of like in my situation. Real estate and Poshmark, Heather says. That's really, really cool. What type of real estate do you do? Flipping houses? Lamode is vending machines. Lamode makes all of his money from vending machines. Um, how have you been studying to find niches and styles to market your site? Number one, eBay, vintage, future wholesale, Amazon. Just get the free course, man. I talk a little bit about how to find niches, and I also give you guys a list of like 100 niches that you can choose from. So just get the free course, and it's going to explain things a lot better because I really took my time to go in detail with that. But when you pick your niche, just think about something that kind of has like a passionate audience behind it. Somebody who maybe makes a lot of impulse buys, right? Irrational buys just because they're so passionate. Think of that. You want somebody who, let me put it another way. You don't want to choose a niche that there's only a couple people interested in and they're not super passionate about it, right? It's like, again, the dog niche. There's people who love their dogs and they'll do anything to get a dog cover on their iPhone, or to get a dog pillow, or to get a shirt that says I love my poodle, right? Like, that's irrational in a sense. People are willing to do whatever for their dog. It's the same with the baby niche. The mothers out there, the uh, it's just you just got to think about passion and interest right there. If it's somebody who's irrational about making purchases because they're just so passionate, that's the niche you want to go after. And there's a million of them. There's so many niches out there. Who's your Super Bowl pick? Patriots. Dirty Birds going to win today. Mises, we'll see what happens. Kent says, want to start Amazon FBA, watching a lot of YouTube videos first. Yeah, Amazon FBA is a great way to get started in the reselling game. If you are new, it's definitely changing quite a bit, right? Things are changing rapidly on Amazon, but this is to be expected, right? We all knew it was going to happen. We knew there was going to be changes coming in, any platform from YouTube to Kindle to eBay to Amazon. Um, they all change, right? They always change and they always adapt. And the winners are the ones who stick through it and continue to learn and make changes and adapt where necessary. So if you're brand new, I think Amazon FBA is still a great option. And I think there's going to be even more opportunities coming onto the Amazon platform in the future. But I think it's going to be different. It's just going to be different. That's all I know. Let's see. Hey, Jeannie, what's going on? Johnny whispers. Here we go again. You want to make money, rake and troll shirts. That's a good idea right there. That's a very, very good idea. I've heard of people building Amazon affiliate sites, then cut off by Amazon. Is this common? I'm not sure. I know there's different rules that you have to follow when you're doing affiliate marketing with Amazon associates. You'd probably want to spend some time in the terms of service and the rules and whatnot. But just like any big platform out there, you can use it, you just can't abuse it. So UK reseller says main business right now is eBay, but hopefully will be on Amazon. Good luck. Lisa Ryan says Poshmark, eBay used to be Shopify, but didn't work. Banzana. Banzana. What is it? How is that spelled? Anyways, what I want to say is any platform can give you the ability, Banzana. Any platform could give you the ability to make you money. You can be profitable on any one of these platforms, whether it's eBay or Amazon or Craigslist or Shopify or Kindle, but you've got to figure out a strategy that works. That's the key right there. Any of these platforms can make you a bazillion dollars, literally. Not really, but you can become wealthy on a lot of these platforms. You can make a couple thousand, a couple hundred. There's people who make millions on all these platforms. There really is. On any of these platforms I mentioned, there's people who figure out a way to make a million. On the other side of the coin, there's people who fail over and over again. They fail at eBay, they fail at Amazon, they fail at Shopify, and they say it doesn't work. Then there's other people who make a couple thousand. The point I'm trying to make is it's not the platform that fails, It's the person and the strategy. It's mostly the strategy that the person uses. So, if you guys are new and you're just watching this, maybe you're a young kid or you're a senior and you're stuck and you don't know what to choose, pick one, just pick something and go for it and keep trying new strategies to see what works for you. Maybe selling books on Amazon just doesn't work for you demographically or maybe just logistically. Maybe you want to try wholesale. Maybe wholesale is a better option, right? Or maybe selling shoes from Marshalls or TJ Maxx is a better option. Or maybe going the private label route. Or maybe you're just like an internet marketing ninja and you want to do drop shipping, even though it's risky on Amazon and I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe that's your forte. I don't know what that is, but at the end of the day, it comes down to choosing the right strategy with the right platform. So hopefully that kind of motivated you right there. This troll is like so committed. Just say who you are already. Etsy business model is to get sellers to list. Can you print sleeves or back neck placements on your shirts using your platform? I'm only using front of the shirt. Let me just refresh this. I'm only putting my designs on the front of the shirt, but you can also put it, I believe, on the back. I'm not sure about sleeves, Vin, but you're going to have to look. Again, I use Custom Cat. They have a lot of various products that you can print your designs on, but I'm not sure about the sleeves. Donald, I'm telling you, he is committed. Some of these haters could be like some of the most successful people in the world if they put that energy into something positive. I mean, maybe he's drunk. Maybe he's had a couple drinks and he's having a good time. I'm not going to lie. I've been there before when I was 16 years old. But, you got to put your energy in the right places. How can I build traction for my PL clothing brand I manufacture here in the U.S. on Amazon specifically? I would talk to Andy Slammons. He's got some really good videos on private label. Unfortunately, I can't really help you too much with that. What categories can new Amazon sellers sell on? What categories can they not sell on? I don't think they could sell on DVDs anymore. I know you can't sell clothing, health, beauty. I don't know. You're gonna have to take a look, but I recommend if you're brand new to selling on Amazon, you could start with toys. You could start with books. You can do video games, even though a lot of video games are becoming banned. I would say start with books if you could. Books and toys, probably the best way to get started. Also, different electronics. If they're new in the box, I would be a little cautious with electronics nowadays. Selling on Amazon, unless you really, really know the product and you've tested it. This guy is so committed. I congratulate you for being so committed. Daniel says full-time eBay, Craigslist, just hustling, looking for treasure. Main niche is Disney collectibles. Cool. Very cool. Disney collectibles. It's interesting how many various niches there are out there and how you can really make good money by becoming super knowledgeable with a specific niche, whether it's clothing or it's Disney or it's silver or it's coins or different antiques. It's super, super incredible how many niches are out there. Diana asks, what categories sell well on Shopify? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Pretty much any passionate niche is going to sell well if you can reach your customer. It's just like, asking what niches sell well on eBay or Amazon. It's the same thing on Shopify. All niches sell well. You just got to find the right items and you got to be able to get in front of your customer, which is a little more challenging with Shopify versus eBay and Amazon because you've got so many people that already know about eBay. They know about Amazon. So there's all that organic traffic going to the platform. Plus, there's a lot of money behind these platforms, eBay and Amazon, for email marketing, promotions, PPC campaigns, retargeting. So it's just a whole different ballgame. So anyways, guys, I got to get rolling out of here. I do want to thank you all for watching this video. Again, if you're just coming in, I created and I'm creating pretty much as of now, this 5-week course. I'm already done with week 1. Week 2 will be in 7 more days. I'll send that out to the list. So if you want to get the free 5-week Shopify course that I've created, and you want to learn how to create your own Shopify store, and you want to sell your own products on your Shopify store, whether it's eBay and Amazon stuff or print on demand, this course is going to be mostly print on demand, but you can apply anything to it. If you want to learn how to build your own website, have your own control your own customers, and have a store that's your own brand, check it out. It's down below, 100% free. Again, if you're just coming in, there's no upsell. There's no marketing pitch. There's no back-end course that's going to upsell you on something else. It's just a free course that I've created as a way to say thank you. And I just want to give back to you guys. I'm so grateful to have over 50,000 people following on my YouTube channel. So many amazing comments coming in every day. So many people finding value, not only in the reselling community, but in my videos. So I just want to give back to you guys and kind of share a little more in-depth insight into what I've been up to lately. And I hope it helps. I really, really do hope it helps you guys to get your store launched, and then you can move on to the next phase, which is marketing and turning a profit and being able to scale it. So I'm really looking forward to you guys going through it. The link is down below, rakeandprofit.com/free Shopify course. Put your name and email in below. You'll get sent week number one's assignments in about an hour, and then a week from then you'll get the second week's assignments, the third week's, the fourth week's, and the fifth week's. And by the end of fifth week, my goal is to have you guys up and running with a store created, your logos, your graphics, your products uploaded, everything ready to rock and roll to start selling and making money. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Swamp Picker, hello. Thanks for coming in. Vlogs by Callie, good to see ya. How much money have you made on Shopify? In terms of sales, I've done, in about a month and a half, I've done about $3,400 in sales, maybe a little more than, actually, no, more than that. I think closer to 4,000 in sales, but my profit so far is at zero. And like I was saying before, one of the challenges that I'm dealing with Shopify is turning a profit because of the expenses involved with not only the overhead of having a Shopify store and all the apps, but the cost of creating your own products and also promoting them through Facebook. So the free course isn't going to be teaching you guys anything about marketing or turning a profit or selling your products. The course is more going to be about how to build your store and how to get it up and running. And maybe in the future, once I start turning a profit, and soon enough, it will happen. I will be making a profit for my store and I will scale it. But until I cross that road and cross that bridge and get to that destination, I'm not going to teach something that I shouldn't be teaching and that I'm not having success with. So just full transparency right there. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Lisa, Ryan, appreciate it. Johnny Whispers, thank you, thank you. Michael FBA, appreciate it. Mike, take care. And hey, that hater, we love you. We know you love us. We love you too. All right, guys, we'll see you next time and enjoy the free course. Bye.